Have you ever felt like playing by the rules is just, well, a losing game?
Oh, yeah, like you were just spinning your wheels.
Right. Like you do the right thing, you keep your head down, but then these completely ruthless people just, effortlessly get ahead.
Totally. It is incredibly
It
frustrating.
really is. Well, today our mission is to explore an ancient text that tackles this surprisingly modern frustration. We are doing a deep dive into Psalm 73, which was written by a man named Asaph. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, so what is super fascinating here is how Asaph, he frames this not as some theoretical theological problem, but as a severe psychological crisis.
Because he admits he was losing his moral footing, right?
Exactly. He says his feet had almost stumbled because he was just entirely consumed by envy of the arrogant,
Yeah.
and the imagery he uses is brutally honest.
I mean, it is so
It
vivid.
really is. He describes the corrupt as having these fat and sleek bodies, wearing pride as a necklace, and just being draped in violence.
Wow, pride is a necklace.
Yeah, and they scoff at everyone, and yet somehow people just blindly follow them anyway.
Right, and people even look at them and say, well, how can God know? Like, they're getting away with it. It is basically the ancient equivalent of scrolling through social media, you
Oh,
know?
absolutely.
Like seeing that guy from high school who definitely ran a shady crypto scam, and now he is currently flexing on a yacht in Dubai.
Yes, they are, as the text says, always at ease and increasing in riches. And Asaph just hits a total breaking point with it.
Because he basically says keeping his conscience clean was entirely in vain.
Right.
Which really forces the question. I mean, if the ruthless are winning and are totally insulated from normal human struggles, why shouldn't Asaph or really any of us just join them?
Well, because operating from that place of envy is just psychologically unsustainable.
Yeah.
Asaph literally calls trying to make sense of this injustice a wearisome task. It's completely draining him.
Just exhausting.
Exactly. But the text doesn't resolve this tension by having the wicked suddenly, lose all their money in a market crash or something. The shift actually happens in verse 17.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, he steps out of his daily echo chamber and enters the sanctuary of God. And that is where the whole illusion shatters.
Because the actual reality of those corrupt people didn't change at all, did it? The yacht didn't sink.
Not one bit.
It was Asaph's perspective that shifted. He realizes that his bitter envy was making him act, in his own words, brutish and ignorant. Like he was acting like a beast.
And think about what it actually means to act like a beast. You are trapped in pure instinct, just reacting to the immediate, shiny surface of things.
You completely lose the big picture.
Right. The sanctuary changes his perspective through the psychology of distancing. When you step into a quiet, transcendent space, it forces a cognitive reframing.
Oh, so you zoom out?
Yeah, suddenly Asaph sees the actual mechanism of their success.
Yeah.
He realizes the wicked are set in slippery places.
Slippery places.
Exactly. They're ready to be swept away in a moment, like a dream when someone wakes up.
Oh, wow. It is like realizing that influencer's private jet is actually just a rented movie set. And they are leveraged to the hilt. The wealth looks incredibly impressive on the surface, but the foundation is entirely fragile.
Precisely. The contrast here is between what appears stable and what actually is stable.
Right.
Moving away from that beast-like envy allows Asaph to find his ultimate grounding. He realizes that, despite his bitterness, he is continually held and guided.
Which brings us to that really cool detail in the text.
Yes, there is a crucial linguistic detail at the climax of this realization. He says his flesh and heart may fail, but God is the strength of his heart.
So what does this all mean? Like, how does that specific word choice change the takeaway for you listening right now?
Well, the original Hebrew word used there for strength is sur, and it translates literally to rock or cliff.
A rock.
Yeah, but in the ancient Near East, a tsur wasn't just a heavy stone on the ground. It was a literal fortress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, an immovable refuge you could actually hide in during a violent storm.
Oh, I see. So if you contrast the unshakable, solid permanence of a Sur with the highly anxious, slippery nature of the arrogant's wealth,
The entire picture of who is actually succeeding completely flips.
that is such a profound shift. We have gone from the exhausting, bitter trap of envy to discovering a secure, unshakable foundation.
Exactly. It proves that ultimate security isn't about outmaneuvering the ruthless at their own game.
No, the liquid assets and follies of the arrogant might look really good on a social feed, but they offer zero actual stability.
Right. It is about finding an anchor that outlasts their fleeting moment in the sun.
Which leaves you with something entirely different to consider today. The next time you feel envious of someone thriving through ruthless arrogance, ask yourself, are they truly secure? Or are they just standing in slippery places, completely unaware they are about to wake up from the dream?